Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Kishore English Info YouTube channel. This is our channel. First of all, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for being part of the channel, encouraging and supporting with your valuable comments and suggestions. Well, today I have come with an exciting topic. I think you are following our channel, aren't you? I think you are following our channel, aren't you? Of course you are. If you observe the structure of aren't you, it is nothing but a question tag. So let us take this as our topic today and discuss about it in much more detail in this video. But before that, I request all of you to subscribe our channel if you are a newcomer and click a bell icon so that you will get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Let us see about what is a question tag. What is a question tag? A question tag is a short question at the end of the statements. A question tag is a re-question on the given information for confirmation. How to make a confirmation of the given sentence. She is a singer. To find out whether she is a singer or not, we use a short question as isn't she? Isn't she? Now, let us see some more definitions. What is a question tag? A question tag is a small question that is tagged or attached at the end of the sentence. They are friends, aren't they? She is a singer, isn't he? What is the use of question tag? To make confirmation and re-question of the given information, we use question tag. To make confirmation or a re-question of the sentence. She completes her daily work, doesn't she? To confirm yes or no. To re-question whether she has done or not. Let us see how to frame question tag. From the given sentence, we need to find out what is subject, what is a verb, and what is an object. Once if you complete this process of identifying subject, verb, and object, 90% of the grammar exercise that whatever you prefer to complete is already completed by identifying subject, verb, and object. And regarding question tag, there are some methods that we implement in framing the questions called question tags. First and foremost, we must know what are the contractions. We use these contractions in making question tags. Contractions are nothing but combining two words. A helping verb followed by negative form. Is, not, isn't, or not, aren't, like that. There are two words together we use as a single word as in a contraction form. Aren't, wasn't, won't, don't, doesn't, didn't, and shan't, won't. There are some examples here, just we can go through them. Of course, there are some basic rules that we used to follow in framing question tags. The first basic rule: the sentence and question tag will be in the same tense form. Raju is my friend. Isn't he? Raju is my friend in the present tense. The question tag also in the present form. Is, isn't he? The second basic rule is if the sentence is a positive or affirmative, the question tag will be negative form. It is very important basic rule. She was a great woman. Wasn't she? She was a great woman. It's a positive sentence. Question tag will be wasn't she is a negative form. So a positive sentence precedes negative form. And of course, it is also very important if the sentence is a negative, the question tag will be positive or affirmative. She was not a doctor. Was she? She was not a doctor is a negative form, and question tag will be wasn't she is a positive form. I mean positive question tag. Third basic rule, subject in the given sentence is always converted into pronoun. A pronoun is always used in the question tag instead of noun or other forms of the words or sentences. If the sentence is given as the name of the person as a noun, like Sunita sings songs, Sunita is converted into pronoun as a she. The rest of the structure as it is. Find out verb followed by helping verb and pick up the helping verb, add a negative form, the sentence is positive. No need to add a negative form if the sentence is already negative form. So sentence is a positive. So sings is already structure of does combination V1. So does, doesn't adding negative form and followed by Sunita converted into pronoun as a she. Doesn't she? The pronoun is always used in question tag. That is the most important thing that we used to follow. Kishore teaches English. Doesn't he? And fourth and important basic rule is in the negative sentence or a question tag, we use a contracted form as we have discussed earlier. Helping verb and not negative form together as a contraction or not aren't and followed by pronoun. Students are writing their exams, aren't they? Students is nothing but a plural form. We convert into pronoun as they or is already helping verb is given. Add a negative form to the aren't and aren't form is formed and they aren't they. Now let us see much more detail how to identify helping verb to frame question tags. V1 plus do is equal to V1. Sing plus do is equal to sing. In my other words, what I want to convey is in every verb, there is an helping verb called do form. Is, am already directly they are helping verbs. Now, V1 plus does is equal to V1s. Sing plus does is equal to sings, which means sings is already consisting of does form. V1 plus did is equal to V2. Sing plus did is equal to sang. So this is a structure that we take help in finding helping verb from the main verbs. If there are already helping verbs are given, we take them as it is. So question tag is a kind of a beautiful structure that we use to make our conversation much beautiful and colorful. If we move further in detail, there are some more rules that we used to follow to frame better question tags. So let us see some of the rules and explanation with examples. Rule number 1. A positive sentence precedes a negative question tag. Radha goes to school every day. A positive sentence precedes a negative question form. That already we had discussed in the basic rules, so I'm not explaining much more in detail about it. Radha goes to school every day. Goes is already helping verb, which means there is a does form. Does, positive sentence adding negative form doesn't. Radha is a girl name, so we convert into pronoun as a she. Doesn't she? Second important rule, A negative sentence precedes positive question tag. This is also we have discussed earlier. Let us see some examples here. They didn't complete the work. Did they? Negative sentence we use in negative form, rather positive question tag we are using. She was not going to college. Was she? A positive question tag. Third important rule is there are some subjects like everybody, everyone, nobody, no one. These words are generally look like a plural form, but they are singular. But in a question tag, we use a plural subject, and the word that we used in a question tag is they. Now, an example. Everyone has attended the class. Everyone is like a singular, that what we have discussed. And if we observe the plural form of question tag, haven't they? Everyone means individually we are asking everyone. But we are making question tag as like a plural form, haven't they we use. So since we are using in place of everyone as they, we must follow helping verb also as a plural form. So instead of bringing has, we brought have. So have, negative form haven't, and they. This is the way we are following some of the verbs like some of the subjects like everybody, everyone, nobody, and no one. Of course, there are some of the words like a few. We are going to see them in other forms. Coming to fourth rule, for a positive interrogative sentences. For a positive imperative sentence, we use will you or won't you in the question tag. Where we use will you, where we use won't you, let us see them with examples and explanation. Be quiet. Be quiet is a kind of warning like, so will you. Please give me the documents. Won't you? This is a compulsion. For compulsory action, you must. So won't you? Be quiet is a positive sentence. So will you? Close the door. It is yes or no. Means you can do it or not. Will you? So you are asking for not a compulsory. Close the door. Be quiet is a kind of request or an imperative forms we use as like a request. For compulsory actions, we must use won't you. Coming to the fifth rule, for a negative imperative sentence, this is very important. For negative imperative sentence, we must use will you only. Don't make noise in the class. Will you? Don't waste your time. Will you? Don't touch the wire. Will you? For a negative imperative sentence. For positive imperative sentence, we use will you. For compulsory actions, we use won't you. Coming to sixth rule, for a sentence that begins with the letters, we use shall we in the question tag. Let us go to beach. Shall we? Let us go to a movie now. Shall we? So it is very clear cut that if the sentence begins with the shall we use if the sentence begins with the letters, we use shall we in a question tag form. Coming to seventh important rule, for a sentence that begins with only let, not letters, we use only will you. Let them do their homework, not let us. Let them do their homework. Will you? Let Kishore go. Allow him to go. Let Kishore go. Will you? It is also a very important rule that we used to follow in framing question tags. Now coming to eighth important rule, For a sentence which begins with the subjects like everything, anything, nothing, or something, the question tag will have it as the pronoun form. I repeat once again. For a sentence which begins with everything, anything, nothing, something, that refer to thing, like in the question tag we use it as a pronoun. Everything is clear, isn't it? Nothing comes from the nothing. Doesn't it comes is already does is there. So doesn't does it comes, nothing is a negative word. So no need to add a negative form. So nothing comes from nothing. So does it. Anything will happen. The anything is a positive word. So won't it. Anything will happen. Will adding negative form. Won't it. Anything will happen. Won't it. Now coming to ninth rule. For a sentence which has used to, then the question tag will have usedn't or didn't will be used. For example, he used to come here. Usedn't he? Usedn't he? He used to play piano very well. Didn't he? The difference of using usedn't and didn't he, the first one is it is an habitual action in the past. The second one, he used to play piano very well. Coming to 10th rule, the words are like never, no, nobody, hardly, scarcely, seldom, few, little, none, rarely, not. These words are indicating negative form. If the sentence begin with this or consist of these words, we use a positive question tags. For example, few students took the test. Didn't they? Instead of didn't, we use a did they, because few students is already negative form. When we use many students came, all students came, many are all referring to complete positive form. If only a few come, a few students come means it's already limited, so it is indicating directly as a negative form. Little is also a negative word. That means everything and little. It's a negative form. And now the old man could scarcely means very almost never indicating. So could he. We seldom see Guptas these days, which means we seldom means we not seen them at all indirectly. So negative word we are using positive form do we. I repeat again all the sentences. Few students took the test. Did they? Little progress has been made. Has it? The old man could scarcely hear what the doctor said. Could he? We seldom see Guptas. See is already do form is there. So do we. Now coming to next rule, rule number 11. The collective nouns are always used in singular form. So in the question tag also we used singular verb and singular pronoun. The class has selected its monitor. Class is a collective noun. So has at a native form hasn't and it. The team has played very well. Hasn't it? For a collective nouns also we used as a question tag as it. 12th rule, there is no contracted form to am not. This is very important rule that we used to follow and get confused more in framing question tags. So there is no contracted form am and So in place of that we use aren't. For example, I am late today, aren't I? I am confident, aren't I? I am confident. So we cannot use amn't I because there is no negative form. If the sentence is a negative form, surely we use am I because a positive question tag. But in the negative sentences, we use a positive form only that we have discussed in the examples. I am not busy today. Am I? This is very important rule. Please make it as a mark. Rule number 13. If the sentence consists of following subjects, we use them as it is in the question tag. There, the sentence begin with there, we use also there in the question tag. This as this, that as that. These, those, one also same as it is in the question tag. Because they are pronoun, we are going to replace them with the same pronoun. There is no water. Is there? One should have love for one's country. Shouldn't one? One should have a love towards one country. So one should love one's country. Shouldn't one? There is no water. Already there is a negative form. No. So we are using positive question like is there. The second sentence is already positive sentence. So we are using negative question tag. Rule number 14. I am in exclamatory sentences. We use auxiliary verb in the question tag. How beautiful the garden is. How beautiful the garden is. Isn't it? Auxiliary verb are nothing but like helping us only here. Auxiliary verbs, primary models and auxiliary models, that what we have discussed in our previous videos. How beautiful the garden is. Isn't it? How nicely she sings. Isn't it? So, beautiful garden. How beautiful she sings. So, very important that we can see even exclamatory sentences also we frame question tags. The last but not the least, the 15th rule that we used to follow, there are subjects which are treated as feminine genders. Let us see them. The words like moon, earth, ship, motherland, river, train, etc. We treat them as a feminine gender. So in a question tag we use she. Hence we use she in a question tag. For example, India has never attacked any country. India has she. Never means already negative form. So as she positive tag. The moon looks cool. Looks, does. The moon is already we have taken for granted as a she, doesn't she. We discuss some more examples with some exercises in our coming video. Thank you for listening and following. Please do subscribe our channel Kishore English Info YouTube channel. Thank you. Signing off. This is Kishore.